We have Kenny here today, owner of Producesectionclothing. We're here today to talk about the brand, how it started to where it's headed. Also advice and tips for any up-and-coming designers trying to get in the game. My first question is, have you always been into fashion like growing up?
Man, I've always been into fashion. Well, really, I like to say I just always like to be fresh, man, because my idea of fashion, I think fashion is like trendy. So I just like to stay fresh because fashion tends to kind of fade away. Trends come and go every day, but freshness lasts forever, man. But I've always been just the fresh guy.
Okay. Now, I was at your 5-year anniversary party that you had downtown on the rooftop of Southern Kitchen, which was a very nice event, by the way. Now, one of the comedians said y'all went to school together, and whenever the new J's came out, you would come to school late, check in with the new J's. Is that true? Were you that cat?
Man, I was, man. Yeah, shout out to my boy Daryl J, man. Yeah, man, I would get the new Jordans every time they release, man. And yeah, some mornings I would come in late.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
I was out getting them Jordans. But ever since a kid, man, ever since elementary school, man, I've been wearing Jordans, man. I've been known as that guy. You know what I'm saying? The people just check my footwear, man.
What's a couple of your favorite brands from a fan aspect for as clothing?
Man, as far as clothing, a couple of my favorite brands, man. I love Play Clothes. I love it's a brand called Serve Fresh. They do a lot of black political type of gear, man. I love their brand. I like Aku. You know, I don't do designer clothes, man, like Gucci, Louis. I stay away because honestly, man, they don't care about us, man. They don't care about the urban community. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's what I'm into.
So when did it hit you like, I want to start a clothing line?
Man, actually back in 2012, man, it hit me. I'm a graphic designer, and you know, I design websites, I design flyers, business cards, you name it. So a guy came to me, and he wanted me to help him design a clothing line. So he was just like, yeah, man, I just need like, you know, different T-shirts with different slogans. So I would design them for him, you know, send them to him or whatever. But he never really did anything with it. So actually, I thought about it. I was like, man, you know, I might try to start my own thing. But then I didn't want to deal with the business aspect of it. But I just took a leap, man, came up with the name, stamped it, came up with the logo, pushed it, and we still here, man.
Okay. So from the idea of being sparked, how long after before you had your first items made? Because I feel sometimes people forget about the process.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Like actually the first batch of shirts that I made, it was just the logo going across the front, Producesectionclothing, our script logo. Man, I ordered 100 shirts and I gave them all away.
Okay.
I just gave them away.
So how long after you had that idea before you got that first batch in, you would say?
Oh, it probably took me, I was probably about 2-3 months in.
Okay.
I didn't drop it right offhand. Yeah, about 2-3 months in.
So when the idea sparked, did you have a team to help formulate a plan, or did you just put a plan together yourself and step out on faith?
Oh man, yeah, I have a team, man. Actually, my wife and my sister-in-law and 2 of my best friends, man. That's my team. And you know, and they keep it real with me, you know, and a lot of the stuff we had to scrap. Right. You know, and but once we had that finished product, man, we threw it out there.
Do you remember your first designs?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I remember them, man. Couple of them, you know, they was kind of whack. I showed them to my dad. He was like, "Oh, nah, man, you can't do that." You know, because actually I was rushing.
Okay.
You know, just trying to put some stuff out there, man. But yeah, I still got all of them saved, man. I still got them all.
So like you said, from the first designs on the turnout, you had some that you liked, some that you had to regroup and scrap. I guess that comes with it, right?
Oh,
on the beginning part.
Man, no doubt. I got so many designs that I done scrapped, man, in the scrap pile.
Okay.
Yeah, that comes with it.
So now you have your first designs out, you rocking and rolling. When did you realize you were on to something or had something special?
I'm gonna tell you, man. I got great feedback from my peers, man. Everybody was like, "Oh man, I love it. I like the idea." But what really put me over the top was, you know, I'm into. I like to watch The Breakfast Club. You know, DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. So, man, I took a step, man, and I contacted DJ Envy from The Breakfast Club. You know, I hit him up, sent him a hoodie. You know, I didn't even know, you know, if he was gonna wear it, cause you know Envy known to be fresh.
Right.
Man, I was watching the Breakfast Club one day. He did an interview with Paul Wall, and Envy had the hoodie on, and he took a picture and posted it on Instagram. And right there, boom! I mean, it just sparked, man. And then I developed I got a very good relationship with the Breakfast Club, man. If you go check them out or check our Instagram page out, you can see a lot of stuff, a lot of items that they wear with Produce Section.
So that was motivation to keep pushing.
Man, no doubt, man. That was motivation all day, man. That really just like it took me to a whole nother level, man.
Okay. Now let's touch on the business aspect with advice and tips. So what would you say is the biggest thing that you have learned on this Produce Section journey?
The biggest thing that I've learned, man, you gotta stay consistent, and you can't give up, because you know, some people gonna like some of your stuff, some people are not. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody, and you can't get sidetracked, man. You gotta just stay positive, man, and just keep it moving. You know, and always go with your first mind.
Okay. Now you're several years in. I know you've gained a lot of knowledge along the way. Like the old saying, if I knew what I know now. So what would you have done different at the start? Or for someone thinking about starting their own line, what type of advice would you give them on the front end?
Man, what I would have done different from the start, I probably would have set up my rollout a little better, because I just threw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't build the brand up. I just put it out there. A lot of people had questions. They didn't know what it was. You know, it was kind of good and kind of bad, but I would have set it up, put out like some coming soons or something like that. I would have built it up a little bit more.
So that'll be the advice to give somebody starting out. Put a little plan together for the rollout, and it might go a little smoother.
Most definitely. The rollout is always the most important factor. So like when I release something, like I always build up to it. You know, I always let you know, boom, it's coming. You know, and the rollout, man, that's the most important thing.
Okay. How important is it to have a plug on distributing or printing company to produce the product?
Oh man, that's very important. You know, and I got a guy that's so reliable. My guy Jermaine at Hope T-shirts, man. Like, that's very important, because your turnaround time.
Okay.
Turnaround time in this game, man, is very quick. So, you know, when you need stuff printed up in a good amount of time, you gotta have that go-to guy, and I got one.
Okay. Now we kind of touched on this already. So how did you feel when you actually started seeing your brands out in the streets, all the way up to the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy, Angela Yee?
Man, it's a great feeling, man. Like if I just go out like to the clubs and stuff on the night scene, and I just see people with it on, man, it just feels so good, man. Then, you know, I have people calling me, man, I saw such and such with your shirt on, with your hoodie on, man. It's just a great feeling.
So do you just sit back and just watch? Do you go speak to them? How you?
Oh yeah, if I see somebody who got it on, oh yeah, I go holler at them.
Okay,
you know, and let
okay.
them know, like, man, I really appreciate you, because I really do, man.
Okay.
Really do.
Oh, that's real.
Oh yeah.
So now I know you've already accomplished a lot: fashion shows, runways, pop-ups, etc. But what's next for Produce Section Clothing?
Man, what's next, man? And this is very big. I'm very much into you know, academics and things like that, because you know I'm a college graduate. I was always a smart kid coming up in school, but I just like to be fresh. And with that, you know, we kind of get like a bad rap. People look at me like, man, you do what you in the streets or whatever. But nah, man, I gotta get ahead on my shit.
They try to stereotype.
Yeah, stereotypes, man. I fell into that many of times. So, but what I want to do now, I'm about to start this whole it's a kids campaign, man. And what it is because a lot of kids who like to be fresh, they feel like being smart is not the way. And I want to offset that. I want to let them know you can be smart and be fresh. So we're about to start this whole campaign, man. And it's going to be dope. I don't want to really go too much into it.
Okay.
But y'all stay tuned, because this is going to be dope, man.
So that just keeps people looking out for some more.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And this is gonna be some y'all don't want to miss.
It's hoodie and sweatshirt season. I see you got yours on. How do we purchase?
Hey, you can always go to Producesectionclothing.com, man, and follow us on Instagram at Producectionclothing.
Anything we left off that you want to mention or plug?
Man, I just want y'all to continue to support, man. Producesectionclothing.com, man. We just try to keep everything fresh. You know, we got stuff for the ladies, we got stuff for the kids, the men. Man, we doing it all, man. I just really want to thank everybody for supporting us.
I want to thank Kenny, Tuskegee University alum, by the way, owner of Produce Section Clothing. Thank you for coming to Channel 1, and we wish you nothing but success.
Man, no doubt. Thanks for having me, man.